What's happening, Wrestling Nation? Coach Kennelly coming to you here, and I'm doing a National College Women's Wrestling Championships, also known as the NCWWC preview art. So I did a little article about this. I'm going there, and I thought I'd make a video just because people like to digest content in different forms. If you like reading my articles on WI Wrestle, it's beautiful. If you like a little YouTube, it'll be a little shorter, not as in depth, but you'll get a little, something to get you to the tournament and cheer on some Wisconsin girls that can figure out if you want to be there and want to watch them. So we're going to start out. It's hosted in Coralville, Iowa by the Iowa Hawkeyes, #1 team in the country. They're far and away pulling from the ladies, and they got some of our best Wisconsin girls out there, starting with Kylie Welker. Kylie's in her sophomore season. She won this tournament last year as a champion. She's from Franksville, Wisconsin, by way of Waterford Union High School, and she was actually at the Kohl Center last weekend with the girls celebrating their first girls team state championship. So she's a phenomenal ambassador to the sport. She's been on Team USA. She's won some great tournaments. She's U23 world champion, senior level bronze medalist. So this girl has wrestled everywhere. She's one of the best female wrestlers in the world right now, and it's going to be a super pleasure to watch her wrestle, and I expect her to blow through the bracket and just bonus point her way to another championship. Tough to follow up Kylie, but insert Macy Kelty, another Iowa Hawkeye. Macy's going to graduate year, so she's in her last senior year there, and she's top ranked at 145 pounds. She's a U.S. Open champion. She's a Final X champion. She's a U23 world silver medalist and a senior world bronze medalist. So this is another freestyle girl. She spent some time at the North Carolina. I know when Coleman Scott, Tony Ramos, and the gang was there. I believe Kenny Monday was there still at the time. She's done some great things in the Wisconsin high school. Her versus Zach Aglin is my favorite wrestling match I've ever seen in my life, and I'm fortunate I was able to be in the Kohl Center for that. If you haven't, go Google it and watch it. Amazing by both parties. And she's a girl that's easy to root for. Her dad's done amazing things for Wisconsin girls wrestling. I remember doing the heavy lifting, or he was doing the heavy lifting, and I just helped out a little bit early on with those setting up tournaments for girls. So it's great to see her shine, and it's great to be able to see her get onto that best team, be able to do it on the biggest stage. This will be her first time wrestling the tournament, so it's pretty cool, and we're super excited for Macy, and again, expect her to win it. She's got a couple more competitors in there than I would say Kylie does, but definitely should win it, and should win it by a large margin. Now for some Wisconsin schools, we got Stevens Point. They got 8 ladies that made it through, which is really big for them. They're starting with Jade Herzer. She's going to be wrestling 180 pounds. Tabitha Brightrick also made it in the 180-pound weight class, so you can send up to 15 women. Iowa qualified all 15, and I think that's cool. You might see some teammates wrestle in the finals. Hopefully not before that, but there's just some fun stuff with that where you can get, and as a coach, it's nice when he gives you more tactics. Who do you put in those 15 spots? What weight classes do you use? Do you double up in some? Do you put the full 10 out there? So it gives you a little more leeway and a little more motivation for the team, similar to what the NAI does, but even with some more spots, which is beautiful. We got Alexis Weineke made it at 103, Aliana Sunland at 110, Kara Kugi at 160, Roseanne Marshall at 117, and she was a former All-American in this tournament before. And we got Sarah Filson at 131, Katie Percy at, Katie, I got to go back in and write your weight class. She's a Colorado prep, and she's going to be doing good. I know she's in one of the smaller to middle weight classes, so we'll go back, Katie, and get you right there. But we're super excited for the Pointers. None of their ladies wrestling are seeded, but that makes for even better storyline when they come win it all. So they've solidified themselves as the top women's team in Wisconsin, and I expect them to continue to grow. So it's great to see, and we wish all the best of luck to those Pointers out there competing this weekend. Another Wisconsin girl we got there. This one is going to be ranked, and she's coming from Wartburg. It's Kylie Rule at the 131-pound weight class. Kylie was an All-American here last season. She's been very active as a prep on the Wisconsin scene. I've seen her wrestle a lot, very skilled wrestler. She's ranked, ranked 7th, seeded, where is it got there? Seeded 11th. Or no, ranked 4th, seeded 7th. So she's got a real good path in there. I expect her to definitely be on the podium, if not pushing for that title shot. And she's right in the mix. She's got the skills to beat everybody, and we just want to see her have her best performance on the best day and let the cards fall where they may. It's going to be a fun tournament. Definitely don't turn away when Kylie's on the mat. Oshkosh Titans, first year program. They got 3 ladies here, which is great. 2 of them in the same weight class, Ansley Day at 124 and Maya Dellery at 124. And then they rounded out with Olivia Davey at 207. So for a first year program to punch 3 girls in a national tournament is very impressive. Not every team made it. So we've seen sports do good at Oshkosh before. I expect this women's program to keep rising and eventually get that national champion, really start to put them on the map. But I will go back. Stevens Point has already had a female that won nationals within the last 5 years. So it can be done there, and hopefully the rest of these WEAC schools start adding women's wrestling sooner than later and get onto the tip of the spear as you see happening at Oshkosh and Stevens Point. So shout out and kudos to them, because it's always good to be leaders and not followers trying to pick it up later on. And the Iowa Hawkeyes as well. Kylie Welker was their first recruit. She started it all. Clarissa Chung, Gary Maynab. I can go on and on today. I am a Hawks fan, but this is Wisconsin preview, so we'll keep it to that. The last school we got is the Iowa School University of Dubuque, and we got Alex Hoffricker. And Alex, when I meet you, I'm going to figure out how to say your name the right way. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I hope I am. And I apologize if I'm not. So she's a 160-pound girl in her sophomore season. She was All-American last year. She holds almost every record for the team. So I'm really excited to see her wrestle, meet her. She's got a great support system from Anago and the whole Wisconsin area. And yeah, she should be another girl that's on the podium, pushing to get to the top of that podium and make some noise happen. So there's a lot of fun things going on. There's a lot of Wisconsin ladies on the mat. And we also got one coming from Carthage at 117. That's going to be Natalie Meyer. This is her 4th time wrestling it. She's in her senior year. We'd love to see her break through, get onto that podium, and just push it. Carthage could have that girl. They've been one of the first programs in Wisconsin 2020. So you'd like to have that flag bearer, put it on the map, and say, here's what the Firebirds can do to attract those young ladies. Because as Clarissa Chun said last year at the tournament, if you build it, they'll be beating on the door to come if you give a quality program, quality setup for the ladies. So let's try to make as many of those opportunities as we can, and just embrace wrestling as a whole. Wrestling is for everybody. So thank you for watching. It'll be fun. Best of luck to all the girls, and health on Friday and Saturday. Peace and much love to you.